Hey everyone, I hope you're good, and once again welcome back to my new video. So in today's video I'm going to talk about the one thing which I am using right now. In yesterday's video I talked about confusion. So whenever we are confused, whenever we feel we are feeling confused about anything, whatever the reason is, whatever the problem is, whatever the situation is. So suppose you are feeling very confused, okay? So, what is running in your mind while facing the confusion? So, you will be thinking too many things about the negative. Yeah, in confusion, you will not think about the positive way. You will always think about the negative way. This is what happens to everybody in everybody's life. Okay, so do not talk about that. I always think negative or in a positive way. Whether I am feeling, whether I'm in a negative way, whether I'm in a different situation, whether I'm feeling confusion or not confusion, so it doesn't matter. You will not able to think in a positive way while facing confusion. It's not possible because you are very confused. It is a negative kind of a sign. It is a negative way. If somebody is confusing about anything, so that means that is a negative way. Okay, that is a negative thing. Okay, confusion is not a positive kind of a thing. I guess it is not positive, I guess. So so right now I'm whenever we feel confused, we are confused about anything. So what happens in our mind? Our mind doesn't think in a positive way. It always think in a negative way, or it reminds us again and again whenever, until we start creating any plan, until we start making step by step action plan. Okay, so I guess it's very important to make action plan for getting rid of from this confusion. If you're not making any plan, any step by step approach, because our mind requires very simple thoughts, or very in a order. Our mind requires order thought, means something has in the order. Okay, something is in the order. Okay, there is, our mind doesn't want clutter kind of a room or messy room. Okay, so our mind always want simple and clean. Okay, so that has to be in a order, there has to be in a step by step thing. Okay, if your thoughts in a step by step, your thoughts is arranged in a step by step, so that means you're okay, your mind is okay, you're not feeling confused. You will not feel confused in after that. Okay, once you will complete that, so you will not feel confused. And this is what happens. Okay, this is what I'm also using right now. If you're doing, if you're whatever the situation is making you confused, please use this thing. You will get instant result after making plan, because then your mind knows that okay, if I'll do first step, so then my confusion will reduce by that percent. Okay, if I'll do the next step, then my confusion will reduce by this percent, or by any percent. Okay, by this much. Okay, so your mind knows that okay, you have something for getting rid of from the problems, from getting rid of confusion. Okay, that's why our mind always seek the answer. Our minds always want the answer from uh, rejecting the problem, from not feeling dis okay. Okay, so this is what our minds always want. It always wants peace. It always want peaceful life, happy life, comfort life. It doesn't want riskful life or very hard hard work life, because if our mind wants hard work life, so everybody would have become the IS officer, or the or doctor, or the engineer, or the famous kind of a profession which are very famous in the whole country, like IS doctor and CA, and there are so many other options. So everybody would have become that position. Everybody have achieved that position if our mind wants if our mind likes to work very hard. Okay, but in reality our mind doesn't want at all to work really hard, because it always want to work with peace and with the happy and with the comfort zone kind of a situation. So I guess that's why I'm telling you, just make very simple step and take action on that simple step. And once you will start taking action on that simple step, so your mind will think okay, now I'm getting relaxed, now I'm feeling okay, now I'm getting good kind of a emotion, good kind of a wave, good kind of thoughts. And once the moment you start getting good kind of a thoughts, so automatically your mind will start reducing that chemical from your mind, and now you will feel okay. You will feel much better than that situation. Okay, you will feel okay, now I'm moving, I'm moving further, I'm moving forward. Okay, so this was the thing. This was the first thing. Okay, let's talk about the second thing, which is not connected to confusion. It is very different from the first one. So you know, for many months, for many years, I would say I have been thinking about doing business. Okay, and my ultimate goal is to do business, but right now I'm not able to do business because if you say that there are so many AI tools available, available out there to do anything, whatever you wanna do, whatever you wanna, uh, you know, take from AI will do anything. Okay, I know that AI can do anything, but still, for doing business, you should take care of the family. You should at least consider what is happening in your family, and if everything is happening good, then take a decision, then take a risk, because business is kind of a risk. I'm not demotivating you guys, because I'm also on, I would say I really want to become entrepreneur. I really want to become business owner. I really want to become a real man business owner, not like a stationery shop or the shop owner. Okay, I don't want to become that kind of an owner. Okay, I just want to become business owner, which builds something, which automates something, which runs without businessman, which builds on the basis of different kind of things. Okay, I want to become that kind of man. And of course, if I'm not becoming right now, so it doesn't mean that I will not become in the upcoming years or in my future. It is not like that. If you are not preparing for right now, so it doesn't mean that you will not prepare for next month or for next year, for the next, after that next year. Okay, so it is not like that. If I'm not opening right now business, if I'm not opening business right now, so it is not like, it doesn't mean that I will not open my business after next year, after that next year. Okay, right now I want to do just job, because that is what I really want, that is what is accessible right now, and can happen within 1 month. I can get the job within 1 to 2 weeks. So if I get the money from job, so if means not that much money, but 20 to 25K I'll get the money, and then side by side I'll start learning about the business, fundamental about the business, and start thinking about the business, and I'll start improving my skill set. I'll start improving my different kind of knowledge about the business, because business is not what you think. Okay, if you go on the stationery shop and you think that that is a business, so you are bullshit. You are the foolish guy. You are the dumbest guy in the world. Okay, I know that is a part of business. Okay, that is a part of business. Okay, but that is not business. That is not whole thing in the business. The business is very different. If you think, and if you go in the in the Paytm company, and that is a business, that is a fucking called business. Okay, because that company is running in a different kind of a level. I know stationery shop and the grocery shop is a part of business. Okay, I'm not denying at all that whosoever is running these kind of shops and the retail shop and whatever the shop you are running and they are running, they are also called businessman. But are they really businessmen? No, absolutely no. They are just self-employed. Self-employed, I would say. In Rich Dad Poor Dad, there is a mention. There are 4 columns. Investor, and the self-employed, employer, and the businessman. Okay. So I don't want to tell you about these 4 columns. You can go and read about these things in a very depth. Okay. Just I want to tell you guys, businessman and say there was one saving. I would say investing. Yeah, investor. So businessman and investor. Though these two are very best career, very best option to adapt or to learn to grow in your life. Okay, because self-employed is good than or than job. Okay, job is at the very least level, and from that level, uh, self-employed is best, and from and you know I would say businessman is, or the investor, which one is better than investor and the businessman? I don't know. So I guess you just have to work on, you just have to improve. do not think about that. If I'll not start business right now, so I'll not start business after my life, after this month, after that month, after that year. It is not like that. Whosoever is telling you guys, that person is fooling you. You can start your business at any age, at any age, at any age, okay, at any age. I'm repeating again, at any age you can start your own business, okay. There is no age limit of opening your own startup or running a business, okay. There is no age criteria, there is no age barrier, okay. Open your business at any age, at any time, with anybody, okay. With that being said, we are the we are the end of this video now. I guess I should stop talking, okay. Now let's see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep exploring your life.